Hello YouTube, today we're doing the pie. We're doing cooking with Riley, but this time we're doing pie, and it's just like a chocolate, and or you can use vanilla. Is that vanilla pudding? Yeah. We're not for. Like, it's just a pie. You could any kind of pie basically. It's gonna have pudding on the inside. So what you're gonna need is a pie crust. So we got a Pillsbury one. And then you could pick your flavor, but we're using the chocolate. So vanilla. You can go back up in the cupboard. If you're not using vanilla, we're using Hershey's chocolate, which is definitely probably a good one. So, like I said, pie crust, one of these things to put your whatever on, some Reese's to top it all off. Where's it at? Some whipped topping for the end, which will not be able to put on until tomorrow of this video, so you might not see it on. Some Reese's Pieces for the topper of the whatever, and some Organic Valley milk. Well, you could use any milk you have at your house, but we'll use Organic Valley here in the Lynch household. So yeah, before we start, may I get into one main important thing of this video, which is hand sanitation. So what you're going to want to do is get your Dawn soap. It has to be Dawn, and you're going to just go like this. Pour it into your hands like this, and you're going to go over to your sink and wipe it into your hands for about 3 minutes. Then you're gonna wash your hands. Yeah, may seem a little childish to you, but proper hand sanitation really matters. Chef Stephanie really thinks so. And even if you're clipping your nails after a nice shower, be sure to clip your nails. As you can hear Chef Stephanie laughing in the back. It's not funny, because you don't want a nail in your pie. So use Dawn to wash your hands after you clip your nails. So what we're going to do is after we're done with all this hand sanitation crap, we're going to start making. And I forgot to say one ingredient that you're going to need is basically your mixer to mix the pudding, or your hand to mix the pudding, but we're using the mixer. So yeah. Let's start that. So what you're going to want to start off doing is preheating your oven. Chef Stephanie reminded me to do that. So you're going to, on your normal oven, I'm pretty sure you might know how to preheat your oven. I didn't for a while, but 400 until it beeps. So yeah. But we have a timer set for our pie crust, because somebody left their pie crust in the freezer, and that somebody, you know who is, yeah. So when this is done, we're gonna start. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do next is read the ingredients on your pudding for the pie mix. You don't want to mess up and read the cake or the pudding mix. But these should be sanitized, as they're wet still. It's coconut water. Shout out to the guy at the Greeno Home. That's it. Okay, so that one's clean. Yeah, there's the giggles and the giggles from Chef Excellent Stephanie. So, basically we're making a, I haven't mentioned, this pie is tomorrow. We're having New Year's Eve party. We're going to be having some brewskis with the wine. And, you know, just basically chilling. I'm not going to be drinking because I am underage. So, what you're going to want to do is shake your milk real good. And it says 2 cups for the Hershey's chocolate one. So, some of you guys out there, if you're following this exact recipe, don't do 2 cups. Do 1 full cup, which is this, and 1 half cup, which is that. So, you're going to dump your milk in there to about a good, let's get that out of here, to a good, nice milky substance, which is milk. Then when you're done with that, you're going to carefully pick it up, and you're going to pour the milk into the bowl. And when you're done with that one, you put that one out to the side. That can go get washed or whatever, right? Chef of Excellence. And then you're going to pour it into the small half cup. If you don't have a half cup, you can obviously fill a half of 1 whole cup. But in this case, we're not doing that. Okay, so now that we got that done, sorry if you heard that. That was Peyton. She was, say hi.
Sup.
She said sup. She's coming back from work. As you saw, links below to me making the yogurt parfait for her. And did you watch that video? Yeah. No, you gotta watch that. It's up. Open this. You open up your mix. Be sure to make sure all of your mixture is down, so when you open this, you don't get powder flying everywhere. Oh, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. I didn't taste it, but that's the stuff. Look up there, and then just dump it all in there with the milk. And this is possibly. Be sure to get it all out, and I'll show you what it looks like. And that's what it should look like before you put it into your KitchenAid material over here, which is this thing. And Chef Excellence is going to put it in. I know I can do this, but just going to want to put that on there. And then, how much do we put it on for? 2? So we're going to put it on for 2. That seems good. And it's just going to stir your mix until it's pudding. And as you can see, it's turning puddingy quicker than you'd think. We started it off low because you didn't want it to go all over the place, like Chef Stephanie said. And now we turned it to 4, and it's turning puddingy. Pretty good. Chef Stephanie stopped it and scraped it around to get the edges into the bowl so more of the compound stays in, and she's just gonna she's probably gonna lick that spoon and stir it 4 or 2.
4.
And now we're just gonna stir it again. This is probably the most hardest part about the pie other than the baking, correct? It's not the worst if you have a KitchenAid. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be
not bad.
Stirring takes a while though. But basically, we're gonna get on to the next one because our timer is about to go off on us. Here you go. If it will, 18, 17 seconds.
Here.
Yeah. Okay, so now that your timer has rung for the pie crust, which is this right here, you'll grab your trusty little fork that you can get from Walgreens, Walmart, anywhere, freaking probably even Shopko. And what you're gonna do is grab your pie crust, You grab your fork, and you're gonna want to do is poke holes in it, right? It's little dainty holes. We'll show you a point of view action. Here's a point of view. This is what you here. Can you hold this, Chef Stephanie? Make sure it's focusing on it. So, what you're gonna do is just maybe hold it by the rim and just all around. You're basically gonna wanna get it all over the place, and be sure not to be too loud with the soda. But yeah, shout out to Peyton. Get it off to the side even too. Here, move it. Stop moving the camera. Sorry, we have a terrible camera person today. No, Chef Stephanie. And does that look good? Maybe just a little more around the edges.
Why do you do that?
Huh?
Why do you do that?
You do this so, basically you do this so, I'll explain while I'm doing a little more. You do this so the air gets through the pie and it stays perfect and moist. So what you're going to want to do now that you poked the holes in your pie crust, you're going to come over to your oven. If you don't have an oven, you can go to your microwave, but the microwave would not work. This is obviously too hot, so maybe you'd use an oven mitt, but I'm not gonna because I am unsafe. And you're gonna put it into the oven, and you're gonna shut your oven with your hand, and you're gonna come up here and type in 9 minutes. There you go. 9, maybe 10, and we'll see how that is going. Since we made the pudding a little early, Chef Stephanie's gonna throw the pudding mix into the refrigerator just so it stays cold and it turns into pudding, like your Jell-O pudding brand that everybody knows and likes. So she's just gonna mash it up for a little bit, even though I should be doing it, and I'm probably gonna off camera, but yeah. Huh? Okay, it smells weird. Just be sure one thing not to do is this. What I like to do while I wait cooking, sit by the fire, relax, drink a little bourbon, Jack, Coke, have some fun, talk about Christmas. Christmas just passed, but it's always next year. So, yeah, New Year's, there's a bunch of fun things planned for the new year. There's one big thing, and it's a ham, and it's in our refrigerator. Yeah, you wish you were us, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Well, you're not. Sorry.